short video for the Writer's Toolbox, I'll be looking at non-literary evidence. So, as I've said before, you know something, but how do you know? It's evidence. This is something true that confirms your claims, and it's the words of experts or authors. Okay? So, you're on the internet and you're asked the question, what was it like to live in America during the Roaring Twenties? You know the answer, but your teacher says, how do you know? You need to go and find your evidence, right? So let's say you've got a web page from History Channel. You start looking at stuff, and what is the best piece of evidence that you can use? You start picking the best pieces and highlighting the best pieces, not the full long sentences, but just the key words, the numbers, the notes, the names, the key words. Okay, then you take all of that and you put it in, but that looks wrong, right? We know that looks wrong. We know there's too much red. We know there's not enough blue. We know there's too many words from authors and not enough context from us. So we need to add context. So I've got to show that the Roaring Twenties was an exciting and convenient time because of mass production, that the first car was mass produced by Henry Ford. Because of this, cars dropped from 940 to 290, and that by the end of the decade, 23 million cars were owned. Context. Who's Henry Ford? He's the owner of Ford. When? The Roaring Twenties. What? Mass production is a new form of production where a product's made on an assembly line, each person does one job, and the product's made extremely quick this way. Why? Save money. How? Because of new technologies and methods after World War One. That's the context I need. So what I do is I put it in like this. For instance, after World War One, new technologies and methods for production were available. One such means was mass production, where a product was made on an assembly line by many different people, each performing one small job to make the product quickly. Cars were no different, and during the Roaring Twenties, the first car to be mass-produced was Henry's Model T Ford. Because of this, the price of cars dropped from $940 in 1920 to $290 in 1929, and as a result, by 1929, America's owned 23 million cars. Have I given the author credit? No. I need to cite. Please do not forget to cite your work using MLA citations. Reread it. Check that grammatically it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's wrong. You need to change something. This is embedding non-literary evidence. We still take quotes, really short keywords, names, numbers, statistics, prices, dates, and we put those quotes in context, just like we would with a story.